drive around the country. This is your first time doing it, but you drive around the country giving out free tea.
Like this is my first time here, but I've been doing the whole tea thing for like 2 years now.
Oh, okay. So,
First time I did an East Coast trip. Like I went. Actually, I tell you when I can show you.
oh, okay.
I've got a log of all the people I've ever had tea with.
Oh, cool.
So I went all the way up to New Hampshire, then all the way down to Florida and back up.
Do you care if this is on camera?
Oh yeah, it's fine.
Oh.
You know, that's just stuff people have showed me.
I don't know if I want to put their addresses and their phone numbers. So everyone just left a little note.
Yeah.
For everywhere you've been.
Yep, everywhere I had tea. Like here's where it all started. Like there's nothing from Connecticut, which is where I started first because that was before I had the idea for the journal.
Mm-hmm.
But I was meeting so many people, I was like, you know what, I'd like to remember this. So I bought this journal at CVS in Pittsfield.
Oh, nice.
And ever since then, I've been keeping track.
A log of everyone that's been in and signed.
Yeah.
Remind me again your name?
James.
James, and I'm Michelle. I do exclusively 360 video, so this thing's gonna record like someone's little heads right there. So, here, on this. You go check it out.
Well.
Okay. Yeah, so that's cool.
Yeah. Right.
So what all have you learned?
Let's see. For one thing, I've learned that everyone has their different priorities, and you can see that by how they live. Like even it applies to everyone no matter how they live, but even specifically to like travelers, if you look inside their rig, you can see what's important to them. Like here, you can see that I have a very open area. Because my whole thing is talking to people and, you know, having conversation and, you know, being, you know, community oriented. But if you went to somebody else's rig, it'd be completely different. Like some people have big bays full of equipment because their big thing is mountain biking or hiking or canoeing, that sort of thing.
Interesting.
And even when people live in houses, you can see what they prioritize by, you know, what they choose to fill their house with.
That's true. I guess you see it a little bit more whenever they have a tiny space. They dedicate a good portion of their tiny space towards that hobby or idea.
Yeah,
So.
like some people are artists. There are plenty of artists in there. You know, everyone's got their thing.
Cool.
Oh yeah, you're in Florida now. I met some real cool guys at the Freeze for All in Florida. The Orlando Street Van Club.
So I see an RTR badge on you. Are you doing the RTR this year?
Yes, I am. The first time.
Oh, sweet. So you down here checking out the RTR first?
Yeah. It was a bit of a struggle trying to find it. Like I went to the pre-event yesterday at the fairgrounds, and I talked to Bob and asked him like, you know, where I should go to find other people. It's my first time here. I don't know where anything is. You know, I don't have any pre-established connections. And he said if I go to Scat and Wash, that there'd be a singles group there. So I went to Scat and Wash yesterday. Couldn't really find it, but I did get to talk to a couple people. And eventually there was this guy that said if I went all the way down the road, I'd find a skeleton in a bush, dressed like a hippie. And yep, I found him. But by the time I found him, the sun had already gone down, so I just pulled in like the first spot I could find. And that turned out to be a different group. That was Hobo Camp. Tech Camp.
So Hobotech's at the entrance, I heard, and then this is kind of way down in here. So I guess you found it.
Yep, because it was already late and dark and difficult to maneuver yourself when you can't see. So I just hung out with them last night and said, I'll find them tomorrow.
Yeah.
And look, it's tomorrow.
It is tomorrow, and it's very nice. You found a good spot right in the middle of center camp.
Yeah, seemed like a good spot.
Hopefully you like a lot of loud music.
Oh, no problem.
All hours of the night.
Once I'm out, I'm out. Doesn't matter
yeah.
how loud you're blasting your music. You won't be getting me up.
Okay. Well, good. That's cool.
Wisconsin was really cool. It's one of those states you don't think about until you go there and realize how cool it is. My big thing about Wisconsin is that Wisconsin is really that homey America that you see on TV, you know, with like the cozy suburbs and the nice neighbors, and the food is fantastic. I really like Wisconsin.
Yeah, you know, some of the food here is really good too. You'd be surprised what people can cook in their vans and their RVs here, especially if there's ever a potluck here. So, but that's cool too.
Yeah, as you can see, I went to Oklahoma. I met some cool people there.
Is this Oklahoma?
Yeah, I think that page is Oklahoma. Yeah, Oklahoma's here and onto that page.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Yeah, so that was a lot of fun.
What did you do in Oklahoma City?
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you doing? I'm Jason. Can I peek my head in here?
Yeah. Oh, you feel free to sit down if you'd like.
We are recording, so if you don't want to be on film.
I hate being on film. I like everything
come on in.
but this is nice.
So, welcome to the Nomad Cafe.
How long have you been serving tea?
Well, I've been serving tea for 2 years, but in this particular van, this is our first outing.
Okay.
Drove all the way here from New York.
We're in New York.
Millerton. It's a tiny little town on the Connecticut line. It's actually where all the tea is from. I used to work at the headquarters there.
I'm from Smithtown. I'm like Huntington, Smithtown, Long Island. Nice. This is beautiful.
Oh, thank you. What are you traveling at?
I'm your neighbor right here in the spur.
Oh, you're right there in the spur?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're the old Dodge spur.
Yeah.
Have a seat.
What's that?
Said have a seat if you want.
No, I'm okay. I got to get back to work here in a few minutes.
Work?
Yeah.
What do you do?
I own an online printing company
Hmm.
for like the last, going on about 18 years now.
Cool.
Yeah. I specialize in mostly like high-end business cards and die-cut work, foil stamping and stuff. But I print everything. This comes down?
Yes. So, like, depending on what you're doing, you can have extra counter space.
Yeah.
You can swivel the TV out however you want, so you can cook and watch, or you can just have it protected back here if you're making something messy or greasy.
Yeah.
Oven.
Oven.
What a lot of people love is the bar here. This comes all the way out to the edge of the table there.
Oh wow.
So you got room to, you know, clank your drinks down or play cards or whatever you want to do.
Nice.
And there's no leg underneath, so you got full leg room.
Huh. I like that. I couldn't do that in mine now. I'm trying to think.
Really cool.
Yeah, I took inspiration from lots of different vans I saw on YouTube and took all my favorite aspects and put it into one.
Yeah, the couch here is this is mine set up with just a couch bed in front of the door.
Yeah, I've got
The couch is nice, so to be able to sit and enjoy the view
and this makes it easier for when I'm back home. I have lots of friends who like to travel but don't have the same ability as me. So the couch actually pulls out.
Yeah.
And
How long is it?
Length, it's just over 6 foot. I think it's 6'2", I think.
Okay. Very cool.
And so I can, you know, just go on a little weekend trip with my buddies and they've got a place to sleep.
Nice. How long have you been traveling for?
2 years. This is my second van.
Cool. What'd you have before this?
Before this, I had a 02 Dodge 1500 van with just a turtle top on top. I had a setup where you couldn't quite stand up. You had to kind of do this. So, like, you weren't completely hunched over, but you still had to bow your head because it was just a turtle top.
My van was like that, actually. It was like a conversion van. So
that's what it was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Exactly
I
like
like the
that.
Mezuzah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, that was my dad's. He got it from Jerusalem a long time ago.
Yeah, it's nice.
And
I think that's the first Mezuzah I've seen in a van, actually. Now
I've never seen one before either, but I figured I live in here full time. This is my house.
Yeah, no, definitely.
And that's the closest thing I've got to a doorstep.
It makes perfect sense, actually. Yeah, I like it a lot. That's cool.
So the layout for the first van was when you first walk in, the bed was like the main thing there, and it had a full-size bed. And then there was like a counter that went all the way along to the back. and everything was built low to be done at a sitting position, so you could sit, on the bed like this and do whatever at the counter.
Uh-huh.
And you had like a flat top grill, so it was kind of like bare necessities. I had a simple pump sink, grill, and a bed.
Okay.
So I lived in that for a little over a year, loved it, and was ready to commit to putting more money and time into the lifestyle.
Yeah, I did something similar. And that's your fridge here?
Oh,
How do
yeah.
you like it on the slide out?
Yep. So you just lift this up. Just out like that. Ta-da!
Nice.
Yep. And unfortunately, because of how close the oven is here, and this also lifts up on a hinge to get to the electrical stuff under here, I wasn't able to put a hinge on this because then nothing would be able to open. So this is actually just a pop out. And in here I've got like controllers and charging wires and Wiimotes and stuff like that.
Big gamer?
Yeah, I'm a huge nerd. Yeah, I got my Wii here, PlayStation here.
Oh, cool.
Alright.
Very cool. What was your name again?
James.
James. Jason. And
Jason.
what was your name?
Michelle,
Michelle. I've seen you a bunch, man.
I'm in the green bus.
Yeah. I'd love to check out your bus one day.
You can even check it out without me on the channel.
Ah, cool.
But here, do you want to put your sticker in the book and
Yeah,
right
that's what I was
underneath
gonna
it?
do.
There you go.
Cool. You got a pen?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm going to go back and do a little work.
I lost it, but I got another one.
Thank you for the
sweet,
tour.
sweet, sweet.
And